Hello everybody, welcome to Fern Feather Farm. I have 13 hens and 2 roosters. That's their coop down there. This is Phaedra. She's a cream leg bar and she lays blue eggs. Here's Aradia. She's a naked neck. She doesn't lay anymore, but she laid speckled eggs. Oh, Aradia. The roosters were crowing just before I started this live video, but they've stopped now. Here's Mr. Zeus. He is a Brahma rooster. Here's Nementona. She's a rumpless Aracuna. She lays blue eggs too. And she's one of the rooster's favorites, so you can see all her feathers are missing off her back. Here's Selena. She's a Appenzeller. She lays white eggs and is the only one that comes to me and lets me pick her up. So here we have Lalita, who is a Brakel, and she lays white eggs. We have Gaia, who's a Marron, brassy blue Marron, and she lays chocolate-colored eggs. Here's Thea, the Wyandotte. She's a blue lace Wyandotte and lays sort of pinky eggs. And here are my 3 Sussex, Epona, Athena, and Fortuna. They all lay brown eggs, and they're the 3 remaining of the 4 Sussex I got in the beginning. They're almost 4 years old now. Here's Victoria the Vorak. She's the most skitterish in the flock, and she lays cream eggs. Here's Mr. Zeus again. Here's Coventina. She's a Dutch Bantam, and she lays little cream eggs. She doesn't lay very often. Like, she'll lay for a week and then she won't lay for a couple more weeks. Though she might be laying outside somewhere. I put these garbage can lids out that collect rainwater, and in the summer I fill them up with river water. So the chickens stand in them to cool off, and they also drink out of them. Here's the river. Here we have Rose Merton, the little rooster. He is a Chamois Poland rooster, very noisy compared to Zeus. I've made the girls a couple intentional dust baths, but they never use dust baths that you make, they always choose their own place, and as soon as you put something like wood ash or sawdust or sand in it, they immediately don't use it anymore. Right here is one of the dust baths that I made, the egg-shaped outline. They stopped using it the second I put the stones around the edge. So here's their coop. These are strawberries that I'm growing up here. This is the straw house. I also store stuff in here. Gotta put a new roof on it sometime because this tarp gets all full of water. It's on the endless list of stuff to do. This thick wire goes into the ground for about 1/2 meter, and this thinner chicken wire is laid out on the ground right here, about 30 centimeters out. If you're building a chicken coop, you need to use this thicker gauge wire, and then if you have small predators, you should layer it with the thinner chicken wire, because animals can easily rip through that stuff. Here's the feeding station. If you're building a chicken coop or looking for a chicken coop to buy, don't buy one that has cracks like this, because bugs get in there and it's impossible to get them out. Here's their perch. There's 6 nest boxes, but the chickens only ever use that one, that one, that one, and that one, and occasionally that one. The only one that uses that one back there is the rooster. And right now and in the summer, all the chickens sleep outside on the railing around the feeding station and over here on this perch. I've got a light in here for in the winter. So I have to make a cover for the switch because somebody keeps on turning it on in the middle of the night. If you have lawn clippings, you should just throw them on the ground because the chickens love lawn clippings. I also throw all the weeds and garden waste for the chickens too. That's the old corral that I put the 2 bad hens in. So here's our garden. As you can see, we're very good at growing nettles. In the winter, I'll let the chickens in here and they'll knock all these weeds down. Here's Titania, the gold-laced Orpington. She's in the chicken tractor because she's broody at the moment. She goes broody at least once a month. Takes about a week to discourage her. built this chicken tractor myself. It has a door on either end, a door on the top here, and it comes apart so that you have a top, two ends, and two sides, and it can easily be stored somewhere. They all are, well, Radia is coming because they like to try and sneak into the garden and eat all the weeds. Back here in this corner of the run, I have some sort of bush, I forget what it is, and climbing roses. These roses have been here for about 2 or 3 years now. For the summer, when it's hot out, I have a sliding window. Bamboo, been here for about 2 years. It's getting nice and tall. Whenever you try to dig and you have chickens, they always come and help you fill the hole back in and spread the dirt around. And here's my little coop. I use it to put new chickens in when I get them. Although I'm thinking of selling it and keeping the chicken coop that I'm making for the new hens. Gonna be getting some new hens in a month or two. Here's more of the river. I've only had a few hens that have flown the river. One was a marron. I think that was by mistake, although Lalita the Brakel sometimes, well, she used to before she started laying, she would fly the river. And once she was over on that farm and up on the barn roofs, and took us all afternoon to get her to fly back over here. But she can fly from where that tree is all the way over to here. Though she's too fat to fly now. Here's another one of their many dust baths. Their favorite place to dust bathe, where they've been dust bathing for a couple years, right under the firewood thingy-mabob. Just feed them a mash I used to make fancy mixes with herbs and stuff, but it just got too expensive. Especially when they throw half of it on the ground anyway. Afternoon nap time. We used to have grass down here, but it only lasted maybe a month or two after the chickens got here. I originally got 4 Sussex, a naked neck, and 3 Leghorns about 4 years ago. I still have a Radia, the naked neck, and the 3 Sussex, Epona, Athena, and Fortuna. Mr. Zeus is about a year old now. There's Victoria running away. No, Zeus, no. That's why some of them, like Nementona's backs are bald. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.